Is that kind of thing?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have 600 volt.
Yes. So followed. Then, all right. I'll be on the tail end for you folks.
All right, everyone, we're going down into the engine room here. Just walking fairly quickly because I got to catch up with our tour. But there's actually a movie theater in there, or a ready room, or whatever you want to call it. But there's us.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I was just thinking the same exact shot.
Hey, that wasn't nice.
All right. You're on a boat, huh?
I'm on shit. Yeah, I've been scolded about that several times already.
Yeah, they'll get on you about it.
This is not for tall people.
Not really. Do not turn the switch on.
I want to talk to two graphics here for a minute before we hit the engine room. The first is a cross-section of the hull, and you can see that all the voids and tanks on the outside of the hull. The water line is about through here, so we're going down the center. The idea behind the design of this, if you get hit with a torpedo, where do you want the fire? Well, you'd like it outside and underwater. And so that's the design of it. There's an A section, a B section, and a C section of the ship. The engineering space is the center section of the B section. When CV-8 was sunk, it was hit with torpedoes in this area, and it could produce no electrical power or propulsion power. And so it had to be sunk. So when they designed this ship, they decided to compartmentalize this area here, and you can lose some of it, but not all of it. Let's talk about two requirements. You need electrical power. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 steam-driven electrical generators. They produce 5 megawatts of power. Actually, the light bill on here is several $1,000s a month today. Give you an idea of scale. And then the other thing is you need propulsion power, and so this is 4 steam turbines. There's about a 260-foot shaft and propeller on the back of the ship. The propellers are still on the ship. They're 15 feet tall. They weigh 27,000 pounds apiece. Lady asked me on a tour a couple of years ago, why don't you use piston engines to drive this ship? Well, Corvette's a pretty good sized car, right? You got about 500 horses under the hood. Well, this guy's got 37,500 horses. So 4 of these is 150,000 horses. It'll drive the ship through the water at about 31 knots. A knot is 1.1 miles an hour, so about 35, 36 miles an hour is the top speed. The way you get the steam is you put water in boilers, and you heat the boilers to 500 degrees. Then you take it through a second cycle to 850, so it's 850, 600 psi that goes through the turbines. Turbines drive the propellers, the propeller drives the ship through the water. If you have 1.6 million gallons of fuel oil, it's what the Navy calls bunker oil. It's kind of an unprocessed diesel fuel, or NSFO, Navy Standard Fuel Oil. You can get about 20,000 nautical miles for this ship. If you put your foot in it, you can burn it in 4 days. This is not like your car, which is miles per gallon. This is gallons per mile. It's a little different issue. We're going down into the forward engine room. Give you some scale. We're going down 2 ladders. The ladders are steep, so you got to be careful. When we get on the second ladder, we'll be underwater. I think we're okay, but I don't think we're going to leak, so let's get out.